Chynna Phillips, who is Bijou Phillips' sister, is speaking out now that her brother-in-law, the actor Danny Masterson, has been sentenced to prison. Chynna, who is 55 years old, sent a message on Instagram on September 11 that was related to prayers, and she just included the #Yep in the caption. Force yourself to pray even if you don't feel like it. Because somebody or something is also preventing you from praying, the saying stated in the comments area, people's reactions to her upload were all over the place. One user of Instagram remarked, "Yes, please force yourself to pray for Danny Masterson's victims instead of writing letters on his behalf," while another user commented that they will be praying for Masterson, who is now 47 years old, and his loved ones. In May, a court determined that Masterson was responsible for 2 instances of forceful rape that occurred in the early 2000s and found him guilty on both charges. In the lead-up to his retrial, the actor vigorously rejected the claims that were brought against him. In November of 2022, the trial was declared a mistrial because the jury was unable to reach a decision that was accepted by all of its members. When Netflix debuted the successor series, That 90s Show, which featured appearances by Laura Prepon, Topher Grace, Mila Kunis, Ashton Kutcher, and Wilmer Valderrama, all eyes were back on the ensemble of That 70s Show, and Danny Masterson. Masterson, who portrayed the comedic role of Stephen Hyde in the series, which aired on Fox from 1998 to Bijou, now 43 years old, was there in the courtroom to witness the conviction of her husband. She reportedly began sobbing and let out a pained cry while the verdict was being announced, as reported by the Los Angeles Times. In addition, Bijou was present earlier this month for the official sentencing of Masterson, during which he was given a prison sentence ranging from 30 years to life. Mr. Masterson, in this situation, you are not the victim. In his ruling on Thursday, September 7, the judge stated, "Your actions from the past 20 years have deprived another person of their freedom of choice and voice. Your actions from this day 20 years ago were illegal, and that is why you are here today," the judge said. Before Masterson was sentenced, a number of his close friends, including Baldwin, who is 60 years old, spoke about Masterson as the friend, colleague, family member, husband, and father, that he knew him to be outside of the allegations that have been brought up against him. "Never in my entire life have I had more people refer to someone as family my brother and best friend than Danny," he wrote, according to the Messenger. "Never in my entire life have I had more people refer to someone as family. Many of them have told me that he was there for them in their greatest hour of need, as well as in their darkest hour of their life." Baldwin lauded Masterson for continuing to care for the people he loves as an adult, and for the enormous role he played as a child in the lives of his brothers. "I can honestly say that I have never encountered a person who was a better friend or family member in terms of their level of care, dedication, trustworthiness, and loyalty. When determining Danny's punishment, I pray to God that you will take into account the fullness of who Danny is as a person," the man wrote. After first meeting at a celebrity poker game 2 years prior to their wedding, Danny Masterson and his wife Bijou Phillips tied the knot in 2006. Masterson, who had daughter Fiona with Phillips in 2014, was accused of sexual assault in the early 2000s by multiple people in March of 2017. At the time, Masterson was married to Phillips. As a direct consequence of this, he was eliminated from the on Netflix. Kutcher, 45, and Kunis, 40, have stated why they felt the need to write their character letters after suffering criticism from fans. Baldwin, on the other hand, has not made any public statements regarding his support for Masterson. In a video that Kunis uploaded to Instagram on September 9 and shared with her followers, she stated, "We support victims." Through the course of our work, we have historically accomplished this, and we will continue to do so in the future. Kutcher, for his part, noted that Masterson's family approached them about the letters, which he said were not written to question the legitimacy of the judicial system or the validity of the jury's ruling. Masterson was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without parole. In addition, he stated that they were intended for the judge to read and not to undermine the testimony of the victims or to re-traumatize them in any way. We have no intention of acting in such a manner, and our sincere apologies to anyone who may have been affected by it.